Singapore 25 Heavy, IF for Changi.
Singapore 25 Heavy, Frankfurt delivery. Expect runway 25 center, Zulu 5 Foxtrot departure. Squawk 6012.
Zulu's 5 Foxtrot departure. Squawk 6012. Singapore 25 Heavy.
Singapore 25 Heavy, read that correct. Contact ground 121.855 when ready for push or start.
Ground 121.855 when ready. Singapore 25 Heavy. Bye-bye.
Turkish 1 Whiskey Tango, request taxi to Dactive.
Turkish 1 Whiskey Tango, runway 25 center taxi via November 3, Lima 1.
Runway 25 center taxi via November 3, enemy 1 Turkish 1 Whiskey Tango.
Pre-flight checklist.
Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen.
Tested 100%.
Tested 100%. Flight instruments.
Heading 247, altimeter 1010.
Heading 247. Altimeter 1010. Parking brake.
Set.
Fuel control switches.
Cutoff.
Pre-flight checklist completed.
Thank you. Are you ready for the departure brief?
Go ahead.
Okay. It's going to be a standard pushback and start off the gate. Taxi route will be as assigned by ATC. It'll be a left seat takeoff using derated thrust. Planning a flaps 5 takeoff. We will configure for a non-standard bleeds off takeoff. Anti-ice will be off. Standard reject actions to V1 as briefed. From V1, or if the call is continue, I will continue the takeoff as per the standard company procedures. The engine out procedure today is as per the chart. We are under our maximum landing weight, so we are okay to make an immediate return. Okay, all going well. The departure routing will be via the ATC assigned SID, complying with all published speed and altitude restrictions. No noise abatement procedures required. LNAP and VNAV are armed. Flight directors are on. Navigation radios are set. The NOTAMs and the aircraft defect log have been reviewed. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
No questions.
Departure brief complete.
Contact Frankfurt Tower 118.78. Bye-bye. Contact Tower 118.78.
Before start checklist.
Before start checklist. Flight deck door closed and locked. Passenger signs. On MCP.
V2185 heading 278. Altitude. Flight level 310.
Takeoff speeds. Recall.
Lufthansa 11 Echo at gate Alpha 38.
V1173 VR 179 V2185
CDU pre-flight.
Pushback and engine start approved.
completed.
Completed. Trim.
Pushback approved. Face west. Lufthansa 11 Echo.
4.0 units 0 and 0
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
completed.
Beacon. On. Before start checklist completed.
Thank you.
Singapore 25 Heavy at ramp 16. Request pushback.
Singapore 25 Heavy, Frankfurt upon. Pushback approved. Face northeast.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face northeast. Singapore 25 Heavy.
All aircraft be advised information hotel now current. QNH1010.
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead, flight deck.
We will be ready shortly.
Roger.
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead, flight deck.
We are ready for pushback and engine start.
Roger. Release the parking brakes, please.
Parking brakes released.
Pushing back.
Start sequence is right, then left.
Checked.
Start right engine.
Lufthansa 110.
You are clear behind, and you can start your engines at your discretion.
Lufthansa 11 Echo, runway 25 center taxi via November 7.
Start left engine.
November 3, Lima 1.
Oil pressure.
Runway 25 center taxi via November 7, November 3, Lima 1, Lufthansa 11 Echo.
Pushback complete. Set parking brakes, please.
Parking brake set.
Roger. Okay, the tow bar is disconnected and the equipment is clear. We will see you on the left side with the pin.
Thanks. And
Flaps 5. Before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist. Anti-ice. Engine anti-ice auto. Recall. Checked. Auto brake. RTO. Flight controls.
Checked.
Ground equipment.
Clear.
Before taxi checklist completed.
Thank you. Checklist complete.
Please direct your attention to the cabin crew for important
Singapore
safety
25 Heavy.
information.
Request
There is
taxi.
an instruction card in your seat pocket that illustrates the safety equipment on this aircraft.
Singapore 25 Heavy, runway 25 center taxi via Sierra 4, Sierra 3 Tango, Mike 6.
Lighted information signs and posted placards. Fasten
Runway
your
25
seatbelt
center
by
taxi
inserting the
via
metal
Sierra
tip
4,
into the buckle.
Sierra
Tighten
3,
by pulling
Tango,
on the belt.
Mike
To release
6,
your seatbelt,
Singapore
lift the
25
metal
Heavy.
flap on the buckle. It is our policy that you keep your seatbelt fastened
Clear
at all
left.
times while
Clear
seated.
right.
Doors are clearly marked with exit signs and instructions for door operation. Each door is equipped with an escape slide. Locate the exit nearest you. The nearest exit may be behind you. In an emergency, lights will illuminate the aisle. The cabin is pressurized. If there is a loss of cabin pressure, a panel will open and oxygen masks will appear. Remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and pull a mask toward you to start the flow of oxygen. Oxygen will be flowing to the mask even though the bag may not inflate. Cover your nose and mouth with the mask. Place the
Lufthansa 4
elastic
November
band
Mike,
around your
at
head
ground sector
and tighten by
113,
pulling on the
request
end.
pushback.
Secure your own mask before assisting others. Your seat bottom cushion may be used as a flotation device. Pull up and remove the cushion. Upon exiting the aircraft, place your arms around the cushion and hold on to the straps located on the back. This is a non-smoking flight, so we do not
Before
permit
takeoff
using cabin
checklist.
or lavatory.
Before takeoff checklist.
Cabin lights will now be
Flaps.
turned off. Reading light buttons are located
Flaps
above
5.
your seat. Thank
Before
you for your
takeoff
attention.
checklist completed.
Thank you.
Lufthansa 3 Papa, Edgate Alpha 3 4, request pushback. Lufthansa 3 Papa, Frankfurt upon, pushback approved. Face west. Pushback approved, face west, Lufthansa 3 Papa.
Okay, Captain, we're taxiing to the start of the runway. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Singapore Airlines Flight 25, where the only turbulence you'll experience is from our captain's questionable flying skills. We're currently pushing back from the gate, and soon we'll be taxiing to the runway. So,
Cabin
buckle up,
secure.
because if the captain doesn't get us off the ground soon, we might just be here until the next ice age.
Have a good morning.
Contact Tower 118.78, Lufthansa 11 Echo.
Lufthansa 4 November Mike. Request taxi to the active. Lufthansa 4 November Mike. Runway 25 center.
Frankfurt
taxi
International
via
Airport,
November 1,
also
Lima
known
1.
as Flughafen Frankfurt am Main, is one of the busiest airports in Europe and serves as a major hub for international travel. Opened in 1936, it has grown significantly over the decades and now boasts 2 main terminals and a vast array of services. The airport is known for its impressive architecture, including the iconic Terminal 1, which was designed by architect Helmut John. Interestingly, it was also the first airport in the world to have a dedicated cargo terminal, which opened in 1972. It serves over 300 destinations worldwide, making it a vital link for travelers. So, whether you're flying in for business or leisure, Frankfurt Airport is a bustling gateway to the world.
Lima 1, Lufthansa 3 Papa. Lufthansa 4 November Mike. Contact Frankfurt Tower 118.78. Have a good morning. Over to Tower 118.78. Lufthansa 4 November Mike. Singapore 25 Heavy, contact Frankfurt Tower 118.78.
Contact Tower 118.78, Singapore 25 Heavy.
Lufthansa 442, contact departure. Lufthansa 442, thank you, bye-bye. Lufthansa 442, safe flight to Detroit.
Lufthansa 4 November Mike, Frankfurt Tower, wind 225 at 10, fly heading 100, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 100, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff. Lufthansa 4 November Mike.
Lufthansa 11 Echo, contact Langenradar 120.155. Contact Langen Radar 120.155, Lufthansa 11 Echo.
Singapore 25 Heavy, ready to go, runway 25 center.
Singapore 25 Heavy, runway 25 center, Linie and flight.
Line up and wait.
Clear
Runway
for takeoff.
25 center. Singapore 25 Heavy.
Cabin crew prepare for takeoff.
Lufthansa 4 November Mike, contact Langenradar 120.155.
Contact Langen Radar 120.155. Lufthansa 4 November Mike.
Okay, Captain. Preparing for takeoff.
Set takeoff thrust.
Thrust set.
Clear for takeoff.
Airspeed's live.
Eighty knots. V1. Rotate.
V2.
Positive rate.
of climb.
Gear up. Flaps 1.
Flaps 1.
Langan radar, Singapore 25 heavy, 2,400 feet.
Flaps up.
Singapore 25
Flaps up.
heavy.
710 heavy Langan radar, roger.
Identified. Climb to flight level
Radar, can you
150.
please contact me with Frankfurt
Climb to
Tower?
flight level 150, Singapore 25 heavy.
Zero heavy contact Frankfurt Tower on 118.78. Good day.
118.78, Lufthansa 71 heavy, thank you, bye bye.
Transition altitude.
After takeoff checklist.
After takeoff checklist. Landing gear. Up. Flaps. Up. After takeoff checklist completed.
Set altimeter to standard.
Standard set and cross-checked.
I hear the sound of engines and the chatter of excited passengers. It's a beautiful day for flying, isn't it? It seems like there might have been a mix-up in the message.
10,000.
If you have a
Shall we
specific
release the
question or
passengers?
topic in mind, feel free to ask, and I'll be
Portable
happy to
electronic
provide some
devices may
interesting
now be
information.
used, with the exception of TVs, radios, two-way transmitters, or any other device in a transmit mode, as these devices may interfere with the aircraft's communication and navigation systems.
At your 2 o'clock, about 10 miles out, you'll see the beautiful Odenwald Forest. This stunning range of low mountains is known for its dense woodlands and picturesque villages. The Odenwald has been a popular spot for hiking and outdoor activities for centuries, and it's said to be home to many legends, including tales of the mythical creature, the Odenwald dragon. The forest is not just a treat for the eyes, it also has a rich biodiversity, making it a haven for nature lovers and wildlife enthusiasts. So, if you ever fancy a stroll among the trees, this is definitely the place to be.
Jordanian 122, landing radar identified. Climb to flight level 180. Singapore 25 Heavy, contact Langen radar 127.6.
Center on 127.6, Singapore 25 Heavy.
B-line 7 Tango Charlie, Langen radar, expect Tier 1 Bravo, runway 26 right.
Expect Tier 1 Bravo, runway 26 right, Berlin 7 Tango Charlie.
With Air 2 Sierra Yankee, Oilo 4 Echo, runway 21. Report ready for descent.
Oilo 4 Echo, runway 21, ready for descent. With Air 2 Sierra Yankee.
With Air 2 Sierra Yankee, descent to flight level 200.
Descent to flight level 200, with Air 2 Sierra Yankee.
B-line 5 Romeo Alpha, Langen radar, expect EDDF-2 Whiskey, runway 34. Expect EDDF-2 Whiskey, runway 34, Berlin 5 Romeo Alpha. With Malta 332, contact Langen radar 118.75.
Contact Langen radar 118.75 with Malta 332. Bye-bye.
Langen radar, Singapore 25 Heavy, crossing flight level 135 for flight level 150.
Singapore 25 Heavy, Langen radar, radar contact, climb to flight level 310.
Climb to flight level 310, Singapore 25 Heavy.
Lufthansa 64 Tango, contact Zurich radar 126.225. Center on 126.225, Lufthansa 64 Tango. B-line 5 Romeo Alpha, you were assigned flight level 390. I show you at flight level 379er. Climb to flight level 390. Rogers, climb to flight level 390, Berlin 5 Romeo Alpha. With Air 9 Foxtrot X-ray, Langen radar, expect Academy 2 Alpha, runway 24. Expect Academy 2 Alpha, runway 24, with Air 9 Foxtrot X-ray.
Climb and maintain flight level 280. Flight level 280.
LM 1898, turn right, heading 125.
Frankfurt 10,
Piper 1989er at 9,200, climbing flight level 220. Piper 1989er, Frankfurt 1 Center, roger.
Victor Tango, landing radar, expect level 1 Delta, runway 26 right.
Expect level 1 Delta, runway 26 right, Lufthansa 8 Victor Tango.
With Air 9 Foxtrot X-ray QNH 1007, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 24.
QNH 1007, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 24 with Air 9 Foxtrot X-ray.
Beeline 7 Tango Charlie, Rokier 1 Bravo, runway 26 right. Report ready for descent.
Rokier 1 Bravo, runway 26 right, ready for descent, Beeline 7 Tango Charlie.
Beeline 7 Tango Charlie, descent to 10,000 feet, QNH 1014.
Descent to 10,000 feet, Beeline 7 Tango Charlie.
Lufthansa 8 Victor Tango, left 1 Delta, runway 26 right. Report ready for descent.
Level 1 Delta, runway 26 right, ready for descent, Lufthansa 8 Victor Tango.
Lufthansa 8 Victor Tango, descent to flight level 260.
Descent to flight level 260, Lufthansa 8 Victor Tango.
KNM 96 Echo, landing radar, expect Peter Tree Alpha, runway 36 right.
Expect Pacer 3 Alpha, runway 36 right, KLM 96 Echo.
Transavia 17 Echo, landing radar, expect Madeb 1 Bravo, runway 26.
Expect Madeb 1 Bravo, runway 26, Transavia 17 Echo.
Turkish 1 Whiskey Tango, contact Munich radar 120.65, bye-bye.
Center on 120.65, Turkish 1 Whiskey Tango, bye-bye.
Grandjean radar, Air 27 November Kilo, flight level 140. Air Hop 27 November Kilo, landing radar, identified, climb to flight level 280. Climb to flight level 280, Air Hop 27 November Kilo.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Beeline 5 Romeo Alpha, contact Munich radar 120.65, bye-bye. Center on 120.65, Beeline 5 Romeo Alpha, have a good morning. Landing radar, Lufthansa 4 November Mike, good morning, through flight level 242 for flight level 190 direct DN 430. Lufthansa 4 November Mike, landing radar, identified, climb to flight level 410. Climb to flight level 410, Lufthansa 4 November Mike. Lufthansa 11 Echo, contact range control 128.3.
Center on 128.3, Lufthansa 11 Echo.
With Malta 5 Delta Lima, Langen Radar, expect Sonnen 1 Bravo, runway 30. Expect Sonnen 1 Bravo, runway 30 with Malta 5 Delta Lima. Lufthansa 866, contact Bremen radar 125.1, have a good morning. Center on 125.1, Lufthansa 866. Contact,
Continue climb to flight level 340.
Recall.
Continue climb to flight level 340, rate cat 5141.
Are you ready for the approach brief?
Okay.
The arrival routing will be via ATC vectors. For an ILS approach, planning a flaps 30 landing. Final approach fixed altitude is 1,800 feet.
Contact Lumpur Control
Decision altitude is 400 feet. Taxi route in will be as assigned by ATC. We'll be arriving at a gate. We'll use the APU, but please delay the start until my command, as we have a long taxi in. Descent speeds and navigation radios are set. Airport NOTAMs have been reviewed. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
No questions.
Approach brief complete.
Singapore 25 Heavy, descend to flight level 250.
Descend to flight level 250, Singapore 25 Heavy.
At our 12 o'clock, about 32 kilometers out, you'll see the Bata Pahat pump track. This facility is a popular spot for cycling enthusiasts, featuring a track designed for pump track cycling, which is all about using your body to generate speed without pedaling. It's a great place for both beginners and experienced riders to hone their skills. The track was established to promote cycling as a fun and healthy activity, and it attracts a variety of visitors, from families to serious cyclists. Local folklore suggests that the track is blessed by the spirit of a legendary cyclist who inspires riders to push their limits. So as we fly over, just imagine all the excitement and energy happening below.
357, descend and maintain flight level 030.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking, or at least attempting to. We've reached our top of descent, which means we're starting to come down a bit early. I guess he just couldn't wait to get back on the ground. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy the bumpy ride down. It's like a roller coaster, but without the fun part of screaming. We'll be landing soon, and I promise to keep the turbulence to a minimum, unlike the captain's flying skills.
Descent checklist.
Descent checklist. Recall, checked. Notes, checked. Auto brake. 1. Landing data.
Singapore 25 Heavy, descend to flight
VREF
level 200.
141 knots. Minimums
Descend to flight level 200.
2
Singapore
feet.
25 Heavy.
Barrow.
VREF 141 knots. Minimums 222 feet. Barrow. Approach briefing.
Completed.
Descent checklist completed.
Thank you.
At our 12 o'clock, about 3 miles out, you'll see the beautiful Batapahat River. This river is significant not just for its natural beauty, but also for its role in the local economy, providing water for agriculture and fishing. The river is surrounded by lush greenery and is a popular spot for recreational activities like kayaking and fishing. Interestingly, local folklore tells of a mythical creature that resides in the river, set to protect the waters and the people who live nearby. So as we fly over, just imagine all the families enjoying a day out by the river.
Singapore 25 heavy, turn left, heading 115, vectors for the approach.
Turn left, heading 115, Singapore 25 heavy.
Thai Asia 357, descend and maintain flight level 090.
Singapore 25 heavy, contact Singapore approach 124.05.
Contact Singapore approach 124.05, Singapore 25 heavy. Singapore approach, Singapore 25 heavy, flight level 293, we have Bravo.
Singapore 25 heavy, Singapore approach, good evening. Only 00, Niner, expect radar vectors for EOS runway 0, left.
QNH1009er, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 02 left, Singapore 25 heavy.
Singapore 25 heavy, distance to 6,000 feet, only 00 Niner.
Descend to 6,000 feet, QNH1009er, Singapore 25 heavy.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking, or as I like to call him, the gravity enthusiast. We're descending a bit faster now, so if you feel like you're suddenly on a roller coaster, don't worry. It's just the captain's way of reminding us that gravity is still a thing. Just hold on tight, and remember, if you see the ground rushing up at you, it's probably not a good sign. We'll be landing soon,
Singapore
and I
25
promise
heavy.
it won't be as bumpy as the captain's flying skills.
Singapore approach, FedEx 5311 heavy, flight level 378, we have Bravo on board. FedEx 53 only heavy, Singapore approach, good evening. Only 00, Niner, expect radar vectors for EOS runway 0, left. QNH1009er, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 02 left, FedEx 5311 heavy. FedEx 53 only heavy, distance to 8,000 feet, only 00 Niner. Descend to 8,000 feet, QNH1009er, FedEx 5311 heavy. Singapore 25 heavy, turn right, heading on 20.
Turn right, heading 120, Singapore 25 heavy.
432,
flight leveled at 5,000.
Singapore 432, contact Lumpur radar on 133.55.
At our 3 o'clock, about 17 kilometers out, you'll see the Legoland Malaysia Lego Star Wars Miniland. This fantastic attraction is part of Legoland Malaysia, which opened its doors in 2012. The Lego Star Wars Miniland features intricate models built entirely from Lego bricks, showcasing iconic scenes and characters from the beloved Star Wars franchise. It's a hit among both kids and adults, as it combines the magic of Lego with the epic tales of space battles and Jedi adventures. Interestingly, the Miniland is designed to be interactive, allowing visitors to engage with the displays and even control some of the features. Local folklore humorously suggests that if you listen closely, you might hear the Lego figures whispering their secrets of the galaxy. So as we fly over, just imagine all the excited families exploring this colorful world of Lego and Star Wars.
Transition level.
Set altimeter to 1009.
1009. Set and cross-checked.
Approach checklist.
Approach checklist. Altimeters.
1009. Set.
1009. Set. Approach checklist completed.
Thank you.
Scooter 480 Oni, turn right, heading 350, intercept 0, 2 left localizer.
Turn right, heading 350, intercept 0, 2 left localizer, Scooter 480 Oni.
Scooter 480 Oni, distance to 2,500 feet.
Distance to 2,500 feet, Scooter 480 Oni.
Scooter 480 Oni, distance to only 2,500 feet.
Distance to only 2,500 feet, Scooter 480 Oni.
Scooter 480 Oni, contact Singapore Tower Oni 8.6, have a good morning.
Contact Tower Oni 8.6, Scooter 480 Oni.
Singapore 250 AV, turn left, heading on
10,000.
Turn left.
Cabin crew prepare for landing.
Singapore
Ladies and gentlemen,
25
we'll be
heavy.
arriving at our destination shortly. If you are making a connection to another flight, please see the customer service agent meeting this flight or video monitors inside the terminal for connecting gate information. For your continued safety, flight attendants will now walk through the cabin to secure it for landing. We'll be collecting all service items, newspapers, and any other items you wish to discard or may not be taking off the aircraft with you.
Flaps 1.
Also,
Flaps
in preparation for landing, please turn off all electronic devices. Stow these devices and all other carry-on items. Please use caution when opening overhead bins as items may have shifted during our flight. Please stow your tray tables and return your seats to their upright positions and check the security of your seatbelts. We will be landing shortly. Thank you.
Singapore 7, contact Singapore Tower on 118.25. Singapore 250 AV, turn left, heading 050.
At our 3 o'clock, about 5 kilometers out,
Turn left,
you'll see Taman
heading
Negara
050,
Tanjung Piai, a
Singapore
beautiful
25
national
heavy.
park known for its rich biodiversity and mangrove forests. It's the southernmost point of mainland Asia and is a popular spot for nature lovers and bird watchers. The park was established to protect the unique ecosystems and is home to various species of flora and fauna,
Ladies and gentlemen,
some
as
of
we
which are
start our
quite rare.
descent, please make sure your
Interestingly,
seat backs and tray
local
tables
folklore
are in their
suggests that
upright
the area is
positions. Make sure
inhabited
your
by
seatbelt is
spirits that
securely
protect the
fastened and
wildlife,
all carry-on luggage
making it a
is stowed
mystical
underneath
place
the
for
seats in a
visitors.
view or an overhead
So as we
bin.
fly over,
Please turn
just
off all
imagine the lush
electronic
greenery
devices until we
and
are
the
safely
wildlife
parked at the
thriving
gate.
below.
Thank you.
Singapore 25 heavy, turn right heading on 5.
Turn right, heading 115, Singapore 25 heavy.
Flaps 5.
Flaps 5.
At our 11 o'clock, about 3 kilometers out, you'll see the Lake Bridge. This beautiful bridge is a popular tourist attraction and a landmark in the area, known for its picturesque views and serene surroundings. It's a great spot for photography, especially during sunrise and sunset, when the colors reflect beautifully on the water. The bridge is often frequented by families and couples looking to enjoy a peaceful day outdoors. Local folklore suggests that the lake is home to a friendly spirit who grants wishes to those who visit, so keep that in mind if you're feeling lucky.
Speedbird 15, contact Singapore Tower on 118.25.
Check.
118.25, Speedbird 15 heavy, bye-bye.
Singapore 25 heavy, 3 miles from Akipo, turn left, heading 0750, maintain 2,500 feet until established on the final approach course, cleared hills runway 0, to left.
Turn left, heading 075, 2,500 feet until established, cleared ILS runway 02 left, Singapore 25 heavy.
225 heavy. Contact Singapore Tower one 8.6.
Contact Tower 118.6, Singapore 25 heavy. Bye-bye. Singapore Tower, Singapore 25 heavy, ILS runway 02 left.
Radar altimeter alive.
Gear down, flaps 20.
Gear down, flaps 20.
Runway 02 left, cleared to land.
Runway 02 left, cleared to land. Singapore 25 heavy.
Flaps 30.
Flaps 30.
Landing checklist.
Landing checklist. Speed brake. Final fix. 1,800 feet.
Checked. Armed.
Landing gear.
Down.
Flaps.
Flaps 30.
Landing checklist completed.
Thank you. Checklist complete.
Tower, FedEx 169 at 2,000 feet. Establish on a localizer to
1,000 stable.
FedEx 169er heavy, Singapore Tower, roger.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We've reached our top of descent, which means we're starting to come down a bit early. So, if you feel like you're suddenly on a roller coaster, don't worry. It's just the captain's way of reminding us that gravity is still a thing. Just hold on tight. And remember, if you see the ground rushing up at you, it's probably not a good sign. We'll be landing soon, and I promise it won't be as bumpy as the captain's flying skills. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking, or as I like to call him, Captain, I hope this works. We're preparing for landing now, so please ensure your seatbelts are fastened and your tray tables are up. If you look out the window and see the ground rushing towards us, don't panic. It's just Captain Mark showing off his impressive descent skills. We'll be on the ground soon. And I promise it won't be as bumpy as his flying.
Approaching
Thank you
minimums.
for flying with us today.
Landing.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking, and by speaking, I mean trying to convince you that he knows how to land this thing. We're preparing for landing now, so please fasten your seatbelts and make sure your tray tables are up. If you feel a sudden drop, don't worry. It's just Captain Mark's idea of a gentle touchdown. We'll be on the ground soon, and I promise it won't be as bumpy as his flying skills.
At our 1 o'clock, about 3 kilometers out, you'll see the iconic Singapore Changi Airport. This airport is not just a transportation hub, it's often regarded as one of the best airports in the world. Opened in 1981, it has won numerous awards for its exceptional facilities and services. With its stunning architecture, including the famous Jewel Changi, which features a massive indoor waterfall, it's a sight to behold from the air. The airport serves as a major gateway to Asia, connecting travelers to over 380 cities in more than 90 countries. Interestingly, Changi Airport is also known for its unique amenities, such as a butterfly garden, a cinema, and even a rooftop swimming pool. So as we fly over, just imagine all the travelers below, marveling at the airport's beauty and planning their next
ICAS
adventure.
auto brake. Speed brake up. No reversers.
Cross runway 0 to left at Mike 7. Continue taxi via Mike 4
60 knots.
Mike 7. Hold short runway 0 to left.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the conclusion of our flight.
Cross runway 02 left at Mike 7. Continue taxi by Mike 4. Mike 7. Hold short runway 02 left. Singapore 25 heavy.
This will be your indication it is safe to move about the cabin, gather your belongings, and disembark.
Singapore 25 heavy.
We'd like to thank you for flying with us today. We appreciate your business and hope to see you again.
Starting the
Exit next
APU.
available taxiway. Singapore 25 heavy.
Singapore 25 heavy. Contact ground 124.3.
Ground 124.3. Singapore 25 heavy.
Singapore 882, received Golf, request taxi. Singapore 882, say again slowly. Singapore 882, request taxi.
Singapore 882, contact tower on 118.25, safe flight.
Shutdown checklist.
Shutdown checklist. Hydraulic panel. Set. Fuel pumps. Off. Flaps.
Up.
Parking brake.
Set.
Fuel control switches.
Cut off.
Weather radar.
Off.
Off. Shutdown checklist completed.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the conclusion of our flight. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign and the aircraft is parked safely at the gate. This will be your indication it is safe to move about the cabin, gather your belongings, and disappear. embark. We'd like to thank you for flying with us today. We appreciate